Alright, I've got a burning question that we need to get answers, like, right now. I've got someone that's going to help me with this one. So, can you tell me, what the hell is going on with Spider-Man 3? You ain't got a clue either? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel today. It's been a while since I've actually done any videos, so I thought it's about time really. Now, I'm not one to do videos on rumours and speculation because there's so many clickbait trolling websites out there that try to get you in so they get their numbers up. So I wasn't going to do a video on this, but there's been so many rumours and speculation on this film, I thought, well, being a Spider-Man fan, I can do a video on this. So I'm basically going to be talking about the crazy insane rumours we've been getting for Spider-Man 3. It's been getting quite out of control of stuff that I've been seeing, so I thought, do you know what? I'll just talk about it to give my thoughts on it. We live in an age where everyone wants to get every scoop, little tiny bit of information on film, and they want to just spread it out before it comes out. I mean, what happened to the days where we saw the film surprise? What happened to that shit? Unless you've been hiding under a bridge, I'm sure you've seen that, yeah, there's been a lot of speculation around the follow-up to Spider-Man Far From Home. So this will be Tom Holland's third Spider-Man film. And it's just going a bit crazy, if I'm being honest. Like, there's so many different things that I've been seeing. So obviously, the one main thing that kind of started all this off was that Jamie Foxx is meant to be reprising his role as Electro in Tom Holland's Spider-Man film, even though he was in the Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield. So there's that. I don't know if there's any truth in it at the moment. I mean, Hollywood Reporter said, well, don't quote me, but Hollywood Reporter did a little article on it saying, Spider-Man 3 Jolt, Jamie Foxx return as Electro exclusive. So it goes on to say, the next Spider-Man movie is getting a major jolt. Oh, these puns, man, honestly. So Jamie Foxx, who played classic Spidey being Electro in the Andrew Garfield starring The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is in final talks to reprise the role for the latest Spider-Man installment, starring Tom Holland and being made by Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. Yeah, because this kind of all like stemmed, I think Jamie Foxx put something on an Instagram story, he put a post about it. It's a bit mad this, because obviously it's like it was a different franchise, different set of actors, different kind of like direction, but yeah, Jamie Foxx, and this is what he quoted: super excited to be part of the new Marvel Spider-Man installment, and I won't be blue in this one, but 1000% badass. So that's what he posted, and then he deleted it on Instagram. Weird. And I also remember seeing he put up a post, it was like a poster, I don't know if it was fan made, but it's basically Tom Holland's, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man right at the top, and then at the bottom it was all three of their Spider-Man collectively. And then he deleted it quickly after, and it's just like, is there like some kind of like trolling game going on? So I've no idea what's going on. So there was that broke. It's right, okay, so there's that. And then we also have got more news. Again, I don't know if this is confirmed, like nothing's officially been confirmed on this. It's just kind of like, it's circulating around the internet and a lot of websites are jumping on it. So, I mean, there could potentially be some truth in it. Because with these rumours, sometimes there is some kind of truth where like there's discussions happening. But it's also come out now that Benedict Cumberbatch has joined Spider-Man 3 as Doctor Strange in like a sort of a mentor role. I think it's kind of like how Tony Stark and Nick Fury was in the first two Spider-Mans. Doctor Strange is going to be that kind of figure, which, I won't lie, if that is happening, that is going to be legitimately awesome, because I love Benedict Cumberbatch and I love Doctor Strange. Like, he's so good as Doctor Strange, so any chance you get to see him, I welcome it, especially a Doctor Strange Spider-Man team up. That would be thick. Yeah, so I think the aim is he's going to be sort of like a mentor role, and everyone's like, does Spider-Man need a mentor? And well, he is still technically the age that they're portraying in these films. He's still like the teenager. He's still coming into himself. So obviously Doctor Strange, like, he does play like that mentor figure. Don't get me wrong, if that happens, this film is going to be insane, because, you know, any chance to see Doctor Strange would be sick. So, but what's kind of more linking this, that this could be a possibility, is that Sam Raimi, who we know directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, is directing Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness. Do you kind of see the link here? So, if he's doing that, and now also, something else that we need to address is rumours that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are both meant to be reprising their respective Spider-Man characters in Spider-Man 3. That's the one that's been kind of causing a lot of stir, and I've been seeing it trending everywhere about it. Like, I don't know if there's any truth in it or if these talks are happening, but I think Sony had to address this because basically it's been getting out of control. These rumours have been going so crazy that people are starting to believe that this is what's happening in this first Spider-Man film. Yeah, Sony had to basically address the rumours because there's been so much traction and heat on the internet for this story. It's like they had to kind of come out and say something publicly to kind of like squash it basically. All they've said though, those rumour castings are not confirmed. Now to me, that doesn't really debunk anything. All that kind of says is that there's talks happening and they haven't kind of really denied that it's not happening. So it might be me looking into it too much, but that to me, I'm like, yeah, there's obviously the idea is there and they're talking about it. So they haven't really debunked anything. If anything, it's kind of think like, if it wasn't happening, you would have just come straight out and say it, wouldn't you? So yeah, there's that side to it. Obviously, we know in recent years we've had Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, which set up the animated Spider-Verse, which is its own separate thing. But obviously in the comics we had the Spider-Verse War, I can't remember what it was called, where you had every single Spider-Man character from every dimension come together. Now, with the Spider-Verse thing, this has been teased for years. Like, everyone's like, oh, it'd be cool to have Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire all come together. Mate, it would be awesome if they did it. That would be how you do the final in a trilogy of a Spider-Man film, because obviously after Far From Home, Spidey's not in a good place, he's been outed by Mysterio, and now it's like, well, how do we go from that to try and make something that's going to really excite people? I mean, there's links to the whole multiverse thing, especially with Spider-Man films, because we had obviously J.K. Simmons reprise J. Jonah Jameson. It was only a little like cameo Easter egg scene, but it was kind of like, well, that was from a different franchise, so there's elements of the multiverse there. I mean, don't get me wrong, if this actually happens, it's going to be an insane film because, you know, Tobey Maguire, we all grew up with that film. I love the Andrew Garfield films, despite the criticism they got. Tom Holland's crushing it. So to have all three of them in one film with Doctor Strange, it's crazy. I mean, what suggests that Marvel are trying to build this multiverse is with all these new TV shows they've got slotted. So we've got WandaVision, which is going to be dealing with essentially the multiverse, because I think the idea of WandaVision is after the effects of Endgame, I think Scarlet Witch has gone to a bit of a trance or a coma or something, and I think what they're experiencing could be the effects of that, and she could be in another dimension. And then it's also, she's meant to be coming into Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, so you can kind of see where this whole multiverse thing is stemming from. And then, yeah, like I said, Sam Raimi on board for Doctor Strange 2, and now this Jamie Foxx rumour. It's all rumours at the moment. I take these things with a pinch of salt, so I'm very pessimistic, because when it comes, especially the film rumours, I literally wait until I see it, because there's so many of these. They say, oh, it's a respectable source, or I know someone that works on the film, or I can't disclose my source, and then you're kind of like, yeah, but do you? Or do you really? You really know who's involved in the film? I think not. So that's why we all take it with a pinch of salt. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I've said, if this actually happens, this would be an incredible film. Would it be the end of Spidey in the MCU? We don't know, because obviously we know Sony and Marvel had the disagreement, what was it, back in the last year, about the future of the film and the character. So if it opens the multiverse, does Spidey then leave the MCU and then go into Sony's own Spider-Man universe? We don't know. I'm literally on the fence of it, because on one hand I'm like, this would be so good, but on the other hand I'm like, just there's not enough evidence to suggest it. There is an alternative to this. This I can 100% clarify and confirm. Just wait for the film. Like, literally, we should just wait until it comes out in the cinema, and then we can know. I get annoyed with these kind of things, because, don't get me wrong, I like to know certain details of a film. Like, you see a trailer, cool, like some images on set, that's fine. I don't want to know every single little thing before the film comes out. Like, I don't get why we've gone into this age now where everyone wants to know every single thing before the film comes out. Like, I don't want to know that. I'm happy to know a few little things, see a trailer, cool, that's fine, got me interested, I'll wait for the film. I don't know, we're in such a spoiler culture now, and especially for the films and the TV stuff. It's like everyone wants to know everything before it comes out, and it's like, well, the element of surprise is gone then. I don't know. I don't like to know every single thing. Like, that's why when Avengers Endgame came out, I saw it as soon as I possibly could, because after I saw it, I would see all these things coming out, and I'm like, you don't need to know everything or spoil it. Let people enjoy it. I don't know. It annoys me. But yeah, that's kind of these rumours so far on this Spider-Man film. Like I said, if it ends up happening, absolutely awesome. That would be an incredible third film to have, you know, the previous two versions of Spider-Man coming in and seeing like Tom Holland. That would be awesome. But you literally have to take it with a pinch of salt. It's a very grey area when it comes to things like this. I mean, Hollywood Reporter, obviously they're a well-known website, and most of the time stuff they report is true, and they do have some sort of reliable sources. A lot of the other websites just follow suit. So it's there might, like I said, there might be some credit, there might be some plausible, you know, involvement in it to say it's happening, or there could be talks going on. Sony hasn't really kind of debunked anything on it, so it'll just be a case of seeing what happens. I think in December this year, I remember seeing there's like this event, and apparently we're meant to be getting our first look at Spider-Man 3. What form that takes, I don't know. Could be a trailer, images, could be like a press junket, I don't know. With things like this, guys, we have to take it with a pinch of salt. We shall see what happens, but yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on it, because it was just, it's been breaking the internet, like it's been trending everywhere. I think, you know, with the whole Jamie Foxx thing, deleting the posts and stuff, and now the whole thing of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield possibly coming back in, it's pretty much a hotspot. It's like, I mean, if you're gonna do a multiverse thing, if Marvel are gonna do the whole multiverse idea, what better way to start with Spider-Man? Bearing in mind, we've had two previous versions of the character, and we've got Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. So if they were going to do it, that's the way they should do it. I mean, you know, they're probably looking at DC, because DC have done it, you know, with obviously with the Arrowverse shows there, Crisis on Infinite Earths, that opened up the doors to the multiverse. Got the DCEU, what they're trying to do, and I think the Flash film, that's trying to bring in the whole idea of the multiverse, with like, they're trying to, again, don't know if that's true, but they're trying to bring back like Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton as their Batman. I even saw speculation they're trying to get Christian Bale to come back, and it's kind of like, don't get me wrong, that would be insane, but you literally have to just take it with a pinch of salt on everything, because until we actually see it, or it's officially confirmed, it's literally all speculation. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I don't know what you guys think. Like I said, if this actually happens, this Spider-Man 3 film is going to be ridiculous, and I would love to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back, and obviously Doctor Strange would be really good as well. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it. If there's any plausible updates, I'll do another video. But yeah, that was just my quick thoughts on it, really. Yeah, we'll just see what happens with this Spider-Man film, really. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Be interested to see what you think. Do you think there's some truth to it? Do you think it's just a bit of BS, or are you kind of like holding judgment till you see the film? Be interested to see what you guys think. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll try and keep up to date on this story. If things develop, I'll do a follow-up video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.